All right. It is on. It is recording. It's live. Welcome. This is the first ever episode of
Three
Boys.
In
A
a
Ring.
Ring. There we go. That felt good, guys. Nailed it.
All
Dilly.
the practicing went. It
Yep.
worked.
So these are two boys right here. They love wrestling, professional wrestling. Dylan Van Auken, Colin Van Auken. I'm the dad. And we're just going to do this maybe once a week. We might have, breaking news ones. We might have preview shows. We might have a lot of crazy things. But last night was the Money in the Bank
My favorite
2025.
one.
It was your favorite one ever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that. I like it. And it was a cool day because, guys, Worlds Collide, first ever Worlds Collide with AAA and NXT. That was during the day, and that transitioned into Money in the Bank. It was all in Los Angeles, a very cool arena.
I like Mr. Iguana.
Mr. Iguana. He was the man. He was really cool. It was cool that I liked it that it was only 4 matches, but then Dominic Mysterio made it a 5th match, defending the Intercontinental Champion. But let's start. Let's go from match to match and just talk about it, have fun with it, see what's going to happen next. The Money in the Bank started, and it was the female Money in the Bank match. Dylan, were you happy with the winner? Naomi won.
My prediction.
You did predict it.
She deserved to win.
Okay.
Because, I know, how she, in my head, I see how the win works.
Yeah.
I see it.
You see it? So you predicted Naomi. Why did you predict Naomi?
So she has a feud with literally everyone. She's tagged with literally everyone.
Okay.
And if not Naomi, Jade or Bianca tags with anyone who's a champ, then we're probably going to be beat, and then Naomi's cashing in. And then boom, she's a new.
I got you. Yeah, Naomi was definitely close for me too. She was like my second or third. Rhea Ripley was like the favorite for the longest, but then I was like, I don't think she's gonna win. I don't think she needs to win. She
doesn't
so
need
good.
to win. Yeah.
I think she might even be
Sky
queen of
with
the
that
ring.
feud.
She might be queen of the ring coming up, and we'll talk about that.
No,
later.
Josh was queen of the ring last year.
Yeah. This kid knows it all. That's why he's on the show right there. Dylan knows all the facts. We asked him who won the Royal Rumble 2021. Who was it?
Drew McIntyre. Wait, no, Edge.
Edge.
See,
Drew
Unbelievable.
McIntyre was 2020. I thought you said.
Yeah, unbelievable.
see.
So, I thought I predicted Roxanne Perez. I thought she needed it. I thought it was going to be a bad girl. I thought a bad girl was going to win. So I was on Roxanne Perez, but I was wrong. Naomi won, and I'm happy for her. This is her. She's never been world champion.
She's been tag champions, but
she can only be NXT, the youngest NXT women's champion for a very long time. And then she lost it against Julia.
Yeah.
She was also in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool too that Julia was in it. Stephanie Van Kier was in it.
There was a bunch of NXT people.
NXT.
It was like an NXT takeover.
I thought Rhea was going to win. She had a feud with Io Sky.
Yeah.
That was her championship, but if she was going to cash in on Tiffany Stratton, she never won the women's.
Didn't she tag with Io though? So aren't they on nice?
They're a team, but they're not on a team.
Yeah, they're on good terms.
Triple threat match.
Right. But yeah, I'm intrigued. And then with Naomi winning, do you think she will cash it in very soon? Do you think she'll hold it for a while? And who do you think she will go for? Tiffany Stratton and stay on SmackDown? Do you think she'll go to Raw? What do you guys think? What's going to happen with Naomi?
I think she's going to.
One at a time.
I think she's going to cash in on Io Sky.
Wow.
Or Becky Lynch. So Raw people.
So you think she's going to Raw?
Intercontinental Championship.
She could be the first woman.
Oh, and we're going to later talk about that match.
Yeah.
Becky
she could be the first ever person in cashing on the mid-card title.
Yeah, she could. Guys, I think she's going. So we're probably around a month away from that really cool weekend, Atlanta, Georgia, Saturday night's main event. Evolution.
That's going to be a whole big.
And the Great American Bash, the NXT pay-per-view. And the Evolution pay-per-view is an all-female pay-per-view. I think Naomi's going to keep the Money in the Bank to that. It's only a month away, so it's not long. and I think she's going to cash it on Tiffany Stratton.
I think she's going to do
and she's going to win
what
the world championship at
You're
Evolution.
always right.
I think it's a good moment for her.
I think she's going to do what Seth did, where she fights earlier in the night.
Yeah,
I mean, for the main event, if it's for a
That's-
title, she's cashing in, and it's going to be both
Seth Rollins,
rated-
WrestleMania 31.
Yes,
Brock Lesnar,
yeah, she
Roman
could fight
Reigns.
Yeah,
Bianca Belair that night, lose, and then later the night
Cash
cash in on
in.
Tiffany Stratton.
versus Jade Cargill or something
Yeah,
to make
that
it
could
even
happen.
bigger.
It's like
But
caution.
if what's her name? If Jade or Bianca ever gets a title shot and Naomi still has the Money in the Bank, you know it.
Yeah. I agree. That's like their
Yeah,
biggest rivals.
yeah, right now.
She fought Jade at
They used to be
WrestleMania.
friends.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but it was a really good
We thought it
match
was
too.
Liv-
I thought
we
it
thought it was
was.
Liv Morgan who was attacking her, but Naomi attacked her. That's how the whole rivalry started.
You're all right.
I thought Carter.
You're right. I thought it was the best female Money in the Bank match ever.
What about
That's true.
2024? Chelsea Green got pushed off a ladder through two
Two
tables.
Yeah, that was a
I didn't
lot.
watch that match.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you
We'll
weren't.
go back and watch it.
that much.
We'll go back and watch it. All right, so that was the first match. We feel good about that, boys. Anything else on it? Any other notes? Any other
Naomi
highlights?
might be
Alexa
injured, though.
Rhea.
Since that Dragon Twist
Dragon
cutter,
Screw?
she that Kira screwed that up.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
called
like-
a dragon screw, and
Screwed it up.
yeah.
Yeah. But like for the rest of the match, her leg was just like, yeah.
Okay.
She might be a little injured in the leg or ankle,
Okay.
but that's it for me.
Okay.
Alexa was very very
So then-
aggressive winning at that point.
After that match, we go straight.
Dominant
we go into-
versus Octagon Junior.
Yeah, how cool is
I mean-
that? The one thing I love about this is that I like how there's no pay-per-views are so fluid. They're changing the day up. That match wasn't even announced 3 hours ago, and now we get a Dominic Mysterio Intercontinental Championship title defense 3 hours on the pay-per-view. I thought that was cool.
Like a day earlier, I thought, oh, someone's going to cash in the same
Yeah.
night. That's why it's 4 matches, and that match is going to take a while. But then at Worlds Collide, he's like, I want a match with you, Octagon Junior, and it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought we thought Penta was winning the Money Bank if they were first, and cashing in on Dom, but that was the fourth match, so it wouldn't happen.
Yeah. And how
That
cool.
fireball ladder.
Yeah, Fireball that one. Talk to us.
It was so tall.
How cool was Octagon Jr.? Like that was the first time us ever seeing him.
We've never
He
seen
was
these
awesome
That was
on
a five-
Triple A,
that was
and then he was
literally like
great.
That was literally like a 5-minute match. That was kind of a fast match. All it was a six.
He did
A second
wrestle
attempt.
earlier, though.
True.
Yeah.
He did a second attempt, 619, and
Frog
then just
splash.
did a frog splash.
Yeah.
But
on
the thing
back.
is, he wrestled earlier, so that's why he got pinned easier. But he still wrestled very, very good when he did a 3-man tag match earlier in the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And
And
he
I
only
think,
had like an
Miss-
hour.
and it's
There's
a
a
good
lot
that he
just-
had a title defense. He needed
Yeah.
to defend his championship, I think. So
The
good
last
for
time he
Dominic.
Dom.
Ron
defended
was
it was
super-
at Backlash.
That was the tag team party. He was super
Yeah.
mad when someone from the LWO was like Spanish place like
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Aguirre, he's gonna be a superstar.
He's
He's
I
gonna be
wanted to be in
awesome.
2K26 or a figure.
the DLC for 2K25.
DLC.
I like
Let's
it. I like
collide.
it. I like it. All right. So that was second match. Then we get into Becky Lynch and Valkyria, Lila. Great match again. They were maybe one of the best matches of Backlash last month.
It was
That
the
was
great.
again.
It was the match of the night at Backlash.
Yeah.
Lara Valkyria versus Becky Lynch.
I agree.
I say
Even
that
another person
the
said
Fatal
that.
4-Way was better.
Oh, with
With the
Batu,
return
LA Knight.
for the
Of
US
the
title.
person
Yeah, that's a good match too.
debuted.
Yeah, that's a really good
Also,
match.
the Randy and
McIntyre.
John Cena match was
Better
pretty
than
good.
It was
Cody.
kinda like a
that
Extreme-
match was
It was
horrible.
kind of like a Extreme Rules match, kind of.
Yeah,
Because
near
the was
the
knocked
end.
out, and then you turned into Extreme.
That match was so much better than Cody.
Who
and
is in
John.
the end of that Backlash main event match? Who got involved?
Archer.
John.
It was our
John.
Trill.
Maybe we'll talk about him later in this show. We'll see. But Becky Lynch wins the championship. She is now the second ever female Intercontinental Champion, beats Valkyria. I think that's pretty cool to give Becky Lynch that championship. I think she's going to have a good
She-
run with it.
I think her
I'm
next. I think
happy.
her first rivalry is not going to be with Bailey. Since
Wow.
if so, she would have came out
Okay.
I think she's going to have a rivalry with whoever, but she's going to retain in that rivalry.
Yeah.
But for the final match, Bailey then would come out.
Okay.
And then her second or third rivalry would be with Bailey.
Okay, so you see
the
Bailey
title.
like later in the summer, like
Yeah.
July, August.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
it could be
the
a
beginning of,
SummerSlam. It could be a SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Bailey versus Becky.
And a backstage match.
And then her
I
first
know.
rivalry would be with Evolution, and then for the main event or something, and then Bailey would come in.
Okay, I like it. I like
Wait,
it.
probably Naomi can cash in on that. If it's the main event.
Maybe.
They
Evolution.
could. She could.
Good.
Good call. All right, so that's those three. And then we get to the meat and potatoes of Money in the Bank. This is the match, at least for me, I was waiting for the whole night, all weekend. The men's Money in the Bank match.
My favorite
Highlight
one.
of the match. I got two.
Okay, give it to us.
Grande Americano jumps on a ladder, then jumps on another ladder, then go on his fireball ladder, which was huge.
So big.
And then
Evan
headbutts.
headbutted.
But then the other one was Jacob Fatu said solo.
I hate you.
Grabs him off.
Yeah.
Super kick. And
So
then
finally
spinning
turned.
solo.
They've been teasing Fatu turning on Solo probably for a month or two now.
I remember
And his
months
main thing
and months ago.
For 6 months in a row, Fatu would scream, Solo, I love you. We would say it to each other.
Like he
all
did it
right.
on
hate you.
Yeah.
Like
And he cleared the whole ring. Remember, Fatu?
Yeah.
Solo could have won the match.
Yeah.
He was climbing up by
He was
himself.
just
and
too
then,
dramatic. He was
Solo
too
kept
dramatic.
laughing too much. He's like
yeah,
I thought he was
wobbly,
too dramatic to
just
win
too
that.
wobbly.
yeah.
No.
So what do you think?
Solo.
Hate you.
So you think Solo is going? It's Solo and Fatu is the next big
SummerSlam.
rivalry with them two.
SummerSlam.
Yep.
Jacob
Has
could
to go
join the
through JC
Dominant
Mateo.
Alliance. When
What would
Seth
happen
joined.
with JC Mateo though?
He
Like
got
Jeff Cobb?
onto the post and then speared to the barricade.
Yeah.
So probably-
Bronson Reed, right?
No.
Braun
Braun
Breakers.
Breaker.
It was
Yeah,
a spear.
wow.
Roman did not.
Braun Breaker's the best. He's a.
We got the new theme song coming.
Yep.
New theme song.
New
They announced
theme
that.
song, Braun Breaker. Look at it, dropping news on everyone. So
The drop
in the
news.
match,
They released
I thought the match was awesome. Like all the way through, like it never was boring. It was big.
There was no
spots.
time where everyone was on the ground for more than 20 seconds.
Right.
Everyone was getting up.
Yeah.
The second someone was alone, someone would get up and do some crazy thing to get them off the ladder.
Yeah. It was just continuous.
Yeah.
Over and over.
What about
and
the
over.
Canadian destroyer?
Yeah, through the
kind of threw the ladder to Adrana.
Insane.
That's the
Mexican
Destroyer.
destroyer.
Insane. Penta. I thought he was going to win
So,
at
like-
one point.
I love
You
his new
said
that,
insane
that outfit was
news.
crazy.
What other insane news is what we're also talk. We might talk about R-Truth, but Carlito and the Miz are released too.
Yeah, they're probably gone from WWE.
They're gone.
Yeah, The Miz is gone. Carlito
When
is
he's-
gone.
When it
Guys,
was
sometimes-
awesome.
You never. It could be true and it could happen, but sometimes you just have to watch because if we would have done the show a week ago, we all would have talked about how R-Truth, Ron Killings is gone.
But he was back.
Like King.
That's
So
why he's
like you
called
just
Ron.
never know. You never know.
I think he meant R-Truth is gone, but Ron Killings
Mm.
is coming back as his own character.
So with that, Braun Breaker comes out, Bronson Reed comes out. They kind of smash through everyone,
Yeah.
right? They kind of beat up everyone.
I saw Seth. Come on. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes.
He's like,
With-
I knew that signal, and then he knew.
Yeah. With all that being said, the winner of the male Money in the Bank 2025 is Seth.
Freaking Rollins.
For the second time.
Second time.
He
He's
might have
one of
been-
the only 4 people.
Yeah, he was definitely the favorite going into it, the best one out of the 6.
I thought
All right, Colin, we'll
Thanks
start
for
with you. What do you think Seth Rollins is going to do with that Money in the Bank?
He's cashing in on Jay. This Raw.
This Raw, 2 days.
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Since like they've been hyping up
Jay
this
and
match a
Gunther?
little bit, but like
Yeah.
No, triple two.
he can either do it when Gunther loses by getting passed out,
Okay.
or what if they both pass out like each other, ends in a draw, and he's like, I'm here,
Yeah.
and then
'cause they're
it's an
both-
automatic win since he just has to pin somebody and they're knocked out.
He could.
Yeah.
I like it. So you think Seth Rollins is cashing in tomorrow on Monday?
I
Night
hope
Raw?
so, and I hope he wins.
There you go.
Also-
Him versus John Cena at Crown Jewel will be
Who do you think?
crazy.
Like, what do you think and speaking of Raw, what do you think about the fatal four ways? Are they the actual fatal four ways, or are they qualifying matches for the fatal four way?
Yeah. Did you?
No, so they're gonna do 4 fatal 4-ways. 2 on
That's what they
Raw,
said.
and 2 on SmackDown. So there's gonna be a fatal 4-way on next week on Raw. Then the week after that. Then there's gonna be 2 Raw winners and 2 SmackDown winners. They're going to King of the Ring 2 weeks from yesterday. And those Raw versus SmackDown will fight a Raw versus SmackDown. And then you'll have the King of the Ring.
Did you hear that Nikki Bella's coming back for Raw?
I didn't hit
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
guys.
he-
told me
I
for
this
told you
tomorrow.
that
Yeah.
tomorrow.
That's
Speaking
pretty
of
cool.
Raw,
I called it that she was returning at the Royal Rumble, number 30.
You
did
did.
she?
Yeah. So,
That's one.
Dylan, what do you think Seth Rollins is going to do with the Money in the Bank?
Good
So, if he's right, it's
Uh-huh.
at Raw.
Yeah.
Before
He is Colin.
Yeah, you gotta say my name, buddy.
Colin,
Yeah.
what he said probably might be true.
Yeah, it could.
But before he catches in, they both tap out to draw. Jay wins, he retains, but no one wins.
Yeah.
Roman comes out. Superman punch.
The
so,
OTC?
I
he's
thought he was
gonna-
gonna
like,
return.
Seth is gonna run to the ring with. He's like, I got the Money in the Bank briefcase. Come on, ref. And then what's that?
We acknowledge our trouble chief here always at the
Yeah.
3 Boys in a Ring podcast. Always.
I thought he was
So
gonna return
then
that money
he's
in the
gonna-
bank.
The ref is gonna turn around, see Roman Reigns is coming. Roman is gonna spear the ref. So Seth does not have a ref. And then he's gonna spear Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and Logan Paul are gonna come.
Wow.
But then
Jimmy,
Sami Zayn,
CM
Jim-
Punk.
Jimmy Uso, and CM Punk.
Yeah. This is so awesome.
We kind of left the Money in the Bank thing real quick. That tag match. You want to?
We'll get to it. That's next. Yeah, that's next. Yeah.
Some bad stuff happened with Logan Paul and John Cena.
Yeah,
What happened?
they were arguing.
Mhm.
They kept pushing each other and pushing.
Yeah, boom,
like
boom,
Jay
boom.
was so weak he couldn't even tag in
Yeah,
Cody, but then
that gave him the chance to
distraction,
tag in.
that distraction when they kept John and Logan kept pushing each other, it was a way too
So
long
Logan and John
distraction.
Cena were pushing each other?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're like,
because
teach me then.
I did teach you. Teach me better. I'm going to teach you.
Pretty much, that's what they
What?
were saying. pretty
and
much.
then Jay got the opportunity to tag in Cody.
Yeah,
but
which
one
then
thing
doesn't-
that I said earlier
Yeah.
was I thought it's gonna be R-Truth. Wait, I can't. Or at SummerSlam, it could be R-Truth versus Logan Paul versus John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed championship.
No, I
so
think-
a fatal 4. You think you got a fatal 4-way at SummerSlam?
I would
Okay,
think
I
if
like
they
it.
do
What you
anything
got?
like that, they would not put R-Truth in. They'll kind of put him as like a manager, like on Cody's ring, as
Probably
his
because
side,
John Cena.
if
won.
anything.
Okay.
And then like near the end, John's going to start beating R-Truth up, I guess. Is his name.
Probably after like.
If
all
he's
this
still
rivalry.
in, if that might have been just a one-time thing,
Right? Could be.
just to like make them.
2025 been like absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
Except for
2024
WrestleMania.
2024 rivalry's been kind of good.
Yeah.
Now these rivalries like Roman, CM Punk, Seth, now Seth and Dominant Alliance, and then CM Punk, Sammy, and the rest of the bloodline.
Yeah.
Jacob and Solo now.
You're like in
John-
2025 better than 2024?
John's that WrestleMania was terrible this year. It was
Okay,
terrible.
I was about to say.
Night one
They're
was
double
awesome.
dipping.
It's the
Dude,
triple
that's
threat
bad.
match. My least favorite match was that the main event of Sunday, Cody versus John. It was
That was
just
a
cheating.
horrible match.
Cody didn't get barely any offense in. It was just a cheating match, and
Yeah.
Cody didn't
got-
get any offense.
He got more crossroads in on John Cena in the promos than the actual match. Like
yeah. Good.
he got
point,
like
good
one
point.
crossroads in.
So main event was Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul and John Cena, the
I was
last real
rooting-
champion.
I was rooting for John Cena.
Who
versus
won the
Logan
match,
Paul.
boys?
It was
Cody
Logan.
Rhodes and Jey
No.
Uso.
Cody. It was yeet, yeet, yeet.
Like
They won
on
the match.
SmackDown,
How did
I-
they win?
The R-Truth. So Cena hit
Cody
Cody,
with the
with the
belt.
belt, as usual.
Yeah.
But
Was the
Arch-
ref knocked out?
the
The ref- the ref
no, the
wasn't
ref was
looking.
looking at Jay and Logan
look.
because a crazy moment happened.
they
We're
went
on
through
the-
the table.
Yeah,
Announce table.
So John Cena went on the announce table, cleared both of them, but they only went through one announce table. Tried attitude adjustment. Cody threw it. Put Cody down. Spear. It didn't break. So John went off it because it hurt, but Jay's was still on it, laying down, and then Logan was like this, jumped at him, looked behind him, jumped at a moonsault through the table. It looked like
He was on
Logan
the
wasn't
apron.
breathing because he's like.
Yeah, he was on the apron, so he like
And he
kind of
didn't
jumped
squeeze the
on the
ref's
ropes.
hand,
and-
which means I think he's actually injured.
Wow.
Because he didn't
okay.
squeeze
So
the ref's
yeah,
hand.
that happened.
So the ref
So
was looking at them.
so then John comes in with the belt, hits Cody,
Yeah.
We
But
didn't know who it was
he-
with the black.
but
over
with
there.
obviously when it pins, since the ref is out
Yeah.
there. And then R-Truth comes in, kind of
He thought it was
spears.
Roman.
Yeah, I thought
It
it
was
he
a take-
speared him.
I knew it was a takedown. He thought it was a spear, but it actually was
So,
a
but
takedown.
this is what he did. He just did that kind of.
Mhm.
So he's on the ground, starts beating him up, grabs the undisputed belt, and then like after taking off his hood and then his like ski mask,
Yeah.
showing it's R-Truth, gets in the
Wow.
corner. John Cena stands
Belt
up,
shot.
bam, and
Hits him
then
with the belt.
Cody crossroads and then pins 1,
Clean.
2, yeah, pretty much
3. So Cody Rhodes
But
and
then
Jey Uso
Cody,
won.
right? It's kind of like the New Day in the 6-man tag team match where Xavier Woods Kofi Kingston is hurt but he grabs Kofi Kingston as fast.
Yeah.
Like Cody he grabbed Jay as fast to celebrate.
Okay. So with all that being said, Cody and Jey wins.
Yeah,
Cena loses.
yeah.
Does Cody get to fight John Cena next?
Is this like a predicament or
Yeah. Prediction.
no? I think
It's going to be a fatal 4-way.
I think-
match. It's not going to be a 1-on-1.
I think Cody's going to enter the King of the Ring.
Uh-huh.
He's obviously going to win.
Okay.
And then for
So at
Saturday,
King of the Ring, does John Cena not wrestle?
no,
Who
no, no,
fights John Cena at King of the Ring?
Logan Paul. He's going to
1v1.
Mm-hmm. And then and it's going to be extreme rules since they always cheat in. Or I mean, it doesn't have to be, but we're probably going to cheat in that match anyways. Logan Paul's obviously going to lose, but then
Wow.
later in the night, night 1 or night 2, whatever, Cody Rhodes wins it and says on the mic, "I choose you, John Cena, at SummerSlam, main eventing night 2,
Yeah.
at winning his belt back," and he's also turning John back to a babyface. And then I think night 1, the main event is going to be,
Probably going to hug when John is going to probably do the low blow and
but he's going to kick out of the belt shot this time. I think the main event for night 1,
Yeah. SummerSlam.
yeah, it's going to be for the not the undisputed, the heavyweight belt.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns in a
Seth was,
bloodline rules match.
Oh my goodness. Dude,
Oh,
this
like
is
the
crazy.
2 nights.
Yeah,
And is it just
So you
gonna be half 4 and 3 like SummerSlam? Or is it gonna be SummerSlam where it's 7 and 8, and then another or 7 and 8? Because at SummerSlam there's a lot of matches.
Yeah, no, probably gonna be 7 and 7 matches.
Yeah.
14 matches at SummerSlam.
I won't be mad. That's going to be a good weekend.
That's gonna be insane.
I think-
So, dude, if you had Seth Rollins versus Roman
In a
one main
bloodline
event, and then Cody versus Cena, it's almost like WrestleMania type.
Yeah, and since the Judgment Day is doing all that breaking up and stuff or getting mad at each other,
Yeah.
I think to set up even more at SummerSlam, maybe night 1 or night 2, whatever, doesn't really matter. It's Liv Morgan versus
Raquel Rodriguez.
the new
Roxanne.
NXT.
Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, Roxanne
That was
Perez.
the new Judgment Day member.
But-
What they've been saying.
But
Mhm.
the special guest referee is Dirty Dom.
Wow.
I wanted
And,
Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez.
and at the end, he's going to have to pick one of them
Yeah.
to count faster, and I think he's going to pick.
No, probably. Wait, what about Liv Oblivion's Dominic Mysterio when he's like right here? Cause at our Raw Liv Morgan said something in the ring is gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
So what if Liv turns on Dom, which makes her like babyface on her own?
Right. All right. So let's wrap up Money in the Bank.
Yeah, we need to wrap that up.
Dylan, what was your favorite part about 2025 Money in the Bank?
Favorite part was gotta say R-Truth. Coming.
R-Truth coming back.
Okay.
From
Stopping.
or
John from
the solo I hate you thing.
With Batu turning on.
And Chad Gable, that was crazy.
Yeah.
He got on the ladder. They were pushing the other ladder, but he
El
jumped.
Grande, Dylan.
What?
Okay.
What was
Grande.
saying? He said at World Collide he was wearing a white tape
It was
thing.
black.
Yeah, it's back. We
Yeah,
know
but what
we
if
know
he-
it's him, Dylan, but we gotta
I don't know.
call
And it
him
says-
by
no
the name.
proof.
And it said
I've
CG
never seen his
on
face.
Raw when Randy Americano won the qualifying match against AJ and CM Punk. Which is Chad Gable, but then Pat McAfee been always saying Chad Gable
Okay.
is not on Randy Americano.
Colin, what
And
was
it's like
what
Chad
was your
Gable's a-
favorite part of
a
Money in the
citizen.
Bank?
It's Seth. It's Seth.
Seth
winning.
Rollins winning. You were
Favorite superstar.
My favorite winning.
dude. So we were at Raw 3 weeks ago.
For the Saturday
Colin's
night's
favorite.
main event.
Two favorites, Seth Rollins and Penta. They both win. And then
A
I felt like the
qualifying
Money in the
match.
Bank match, it was like Seth or Penta. Seth,
Yeah.
Penta. Little LA
LA
Knight,
Knight.
Seth, Penta. It was just like Colin just nailed the Money in the Bank match this year. It was his match.
Yeah,
It was
pretty
all
much.
about you.
Penta just debuted and then
Yeah.
he's now
Okay.
Penta's new outfit. I loved that one. Was
Wait,
black and
he-
gold.
he on the new WWE
Seth's
he knew it a
outfit, though.
long time ago. He went out of it, came back. We went to this pay-per-view that we got for Christmas at a live event.
Yeah.
Then we got back.
All right. So we have one last minute things. One is Dylan, what's gonna happen on Raw tomorrow night? You have 1 minute. Go.
Nikki Bella's is John Cena's gonna come out with Nikki Bella because what happened on WrestleMania 33?
What happened?
It was the Miz and Maurice versus John Cena and
that
Nikki
match.
Bella,
Wow. So you think they're
And
gonna go
then-
face to face, Nikki and John Cena?
and then John Cena is gonna turn into a baby face probably there.
Wow.
Seth is gonna probably return like Colin said, and then Roman everything that I said.
So
Logan.
Roman will be on Raw tomorrow night.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Colin, 1
then-
minute. What's gonna happen on
The
Monday Night Raw?
qualifying.
Nikki Bella is not going to do anything with John Cena. What she's going to do is say, Becky Lynch, you got something I want.
I like.
I was a
this.
I'm a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Something I haven't been.
Yep.
It is an Intercontinental Women's Champion.
Yep.
So she calls out Becky Lynch.
Yep.
And now those two have a rivalry, kind of. She comes out, manhandle slam, boom.
Mm.
That's that. The Jay versus Gunther fight. I want Seth to cash in, but I think it's just going to end up clean win.
For
Seth, not Seth. Jay. Jay's retaining.
so's
And
retaining.
Yeah.
also
But I think it's going to be from a pin this time, since if he just chokes him out twice, and that's
Yeah, me too. That's a lot.
yeah.
that's
Okay, so
the qualifying matches.
That's
I
pretty
want
much all we know.
big people to be in there. Probably Roman is gonna be in a match. CM Punk is gonna be in one match. Sami Zayn is gonna be in one of a
how
different
about
match.
Braun Breaker?
And then Braun Breaker's gonna be in
He's going to go in the qualifier match. He's going to go to King of the Ring.
You
And
think
then
Braun
on
Breaker's gonna win one? of these?
100%.
Wow.
Him or
Roman-
Braun. One of the.
what if Penta wins?
I want Penta in one of the people from Dominant
Dominant
Alliance. But if you guys don't know that, they haven't revealed the name. It is Seth's group, Paul Heyman's group.
What happened if the final four at
Oh.
King of the Ring is Braun Breaker, Penta, LA Knight, and
Jacob Fatu.
two Jacob Fatu.
Wow.
What happened with Cody?
Cody's
Cody's
face.
got to be in the
Yeah,
Cody
Cody.
wins. So Cody Fatu's not in like a solo screws him.
Yes.
Yeah, that's him. So it's Cody, LA Knight, Penta, Braun Breaker.
Yes.
That could be
Wait,
good.
We only have something confirmed for King of the Ring is that there's going to be a Fatal 4-Way this Monday, also known as tomorrow. And when that happens, they haven't told us the people yet, but that's if Penta or in any of the Dominant Alliance people are in there, they are winning.
Okay.
They're
I
going to
think
King of the Ring.
these are Penta is gonna be in one of these qualifying matches, but I think it's gonna be Roman Reigns in a Fatal 4-Way, CM Punk in a different Fatal 4-Way, Cody Rhodes in a different Fatal 4-Way, and then Braun Breaker in a different Fatal 4-Way. Bronson Reed's in it.
Is CM
Also, the Sheikh of Fatu, Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso.
What about if the finals of King of the Ring is
Penta.
CM Punk versus Cody?
Ooh.
My favorite. Let's go. My favorite
then-
CM Punk.
Well, if Seth's the
Best in
champion
the world.
by then either could win since they both would have a storyline with the champion already.
Right. Wow.
You guys want to have some quizzes?
Let's do a
Yes.
quiz. Let's end on a quiz. This will be the first ever the Three Boys in a Ring episode. We're about to be finished, but let's end with the quiz.
Okay, I'm gonna. Well, you guys gotta guess, not the name of the song, the guy. Okay.
Okay, the wrestler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a girl.
Yeah, it could be a girl too. We dominate your conference with offense. That's no nonsense. My theme song gets you reinforcements. We strike quick with hard kicks, ducking nightsticks. Bare-knuckled men through fight pits, beat you lifeless. Never survived this. You forgot like all timers. Two-faced rappers walk away with four shiners. It's a one-liner.
I think it's
Turning
Karen.
legends to old timers.
You can go first.
Let me go first. My guess
You're out.
is the greatest of all time, the 17-time world champion, John Cena.
It is basic thugonomics. You're right.
John Cena.
Yeah.
What? I thought you said a line.
All right. You have another one for us?
I can have as many as I want.
Let's do one more. One more.
One more?
We know a lot more.
No. We can't do a 4-hour show.
Yeah.
No, two more.
Okay, you guys ready?
Two
Yep.
more.
You gotta take a stand. It don't help to hide. If you hurt my friends, then you hurt my pride. I'm gonna be a man. I can't let it slide. I'm a real American.
Hulk Hogan.
Dylan gets it.
A real American.
Dylan. Good job. So one each. John Cena, Hogan.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that sounds different.
All right. Last one.
One more.
This is it.
Whoever wins this wins it
Winner
all.
take all.
But what if no one gets this one?
I'm gonna play a sound. You guys gotta guess it. Okay.
What?
You ready? You both know this guy. I know you both do. Okay, you guys ready?
Ready.
Undertaker.
Dylan wins.
Ah! Good job. And the first
We're gonna
ever
do more.
guessing champion, episode 1.
Dylan.
Dylan.
They're locked in.
Now we're gonna do. Wait, what about Wrestling Wordle?
Nah.
They want to skip. I want to do that at home.
Yeah,
I've
we're
been
gonna do that at
calling
home.
We're gonna do it
Wrestling
at
World.
home.
Get some fun stuff.
Website for you guys, WrestlePlay. Go on it. There's a bunch of good stuff. It's called WrestlePlay.com.
You can only do one a day. My favorite one is Wrestling Connections.
Yeah, you like that. I like the Wordle. It is.
I like the
What
much
about
fun.
the grid?
I like
And
it.
on
That's
it, the
good.
bingo.
All those are good.
Yeah.
Wordle is number 1. in
We
my
will
Those
be
are the
doing
only
connections
games.
soon on this channel.
Yeah, we'll do some connections. Okay, I think we did it, guys. First episode in the bank,
Money.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Any other stuff, boys? Anything you want to talk to the people? Hey, guys, make sure you subscribe to the
Subscribe.
channel. 3 Boys in a Ring, right?
Here. Here. There you go.
Subscribe there, like, follow, do that stuff. We might have to get an Instagram. I don't know.
We should. We should.
We'll see. We'll get it up. But yeah, this was episode 1, boys. You
Done.
guys had fun. You liked it?
What?
Do our intro, but as an outro.
Oh, we do that as an outro.
Yeah.
All right,
intro
so
and
guys,
outro.
Money in the Bank 2025 review. It's done. We are moving forward. We got Raw tomorrow night. We got 4 shows before King of the Ring. So a lot of stuff. We'll be coming here at least once a week. We
Yep.
might do some previews, like I said, predictions, emergency podcasts if something big happens, and we're out. We'll just see it later. What do you want to say one last thing?
Best in the world.
Oh, if we're going that route, the visionary.
Seth
Breaking
Rollins.
Rollins.
All right,
Tampa.
guys. We're pushing the button. We'll see
Okay.
everyone next time.
Bye.
Gee, I want to wear my wrestling shirt.
Yeah, I got a wrestling
Oh, me
shirt.
too.
I'm sorry. I forgot to bring my John Cena.
Oh,
Or
Next time.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.